Grace Ice and Water Shield is a smooth-surfaced, self-adhered underlayment offered by W.R. Grace. It is the pioneer and technology leader of the industry, with a 25-year proven track record. Recognized by professional roofers for superior leak protection, Grace Ice and Water Shield is now faster and easier to install. In this video, we will discuss the recent enhancements made to Grace Ice and Water Shield and will demonstrate the ease of application, one-man installs, and the high speed of installation appreciated by professional roofing contractors today. So what makes Grace Ice and Water Shield faster and easier to install? The answer is in two significant improvements: RIPCORD and Foldless paper. RIPCORD, a new and unique patented technology, is simply a thin monofilament line located down the center of the membrane, slightly embedded below the surface of the rubberized asphalt. RIPCORD allows the release liner to be split easily into two separate pieces during installation. This split release on demand makes the membrane easy to apply and position in detailed areas such as valleys, rake edges, and around chimneys and dormers. RIPCORD is a key element that enhances productivity and increases profits for professional roofing contractors. The second enhancement to Grace Ice and Water Shield is Foldless release paper. Now, the fold along each side of the release paper is eliminated. Roofing professionals have confirmed significant productivity improvements resulting from this recent change. Grace Ice and Water Shield rolls out easier and faster, enabling one-man installs. In addition, the membrane stays flat and lays flat. Cuts easily. Job site paper waste is reduced. And the membrane is easily positioned on the roof deck. As a result, Foldless paper Grace Ice and Water Shield is the self-adhered underlayment preferred by professional roofing applicators. Bob Stransky of Doc Gelso Construction in Klein Village, Nevada says, RIPCORD and Foldless paper are two examples of Grace's constant effort to improve their product, which is already the best. And Massachusetts roofing contractor Robert Green says, the addition of RIPCORD is a great idea. Application on dormer valleys is easier with RIPCORD and Foldless paper. Grace Ice and Water Shield is now easier to measure, cut, and apply with the addition of new membrane markings. Smaller measurement marks are printed along the lap lines at every 6-inch interval. Longer marks are located every 12 inches, or 1 foot. Lap lines are indicated by the solid white line running parallel to the edge of the membrane. When applying additional sheets of membrane, use the lap lines to achieve the recommended side lap of 3.5 inches or 90 millimeters. Align the edge of the release liner with the dashed line during membrane application. The center line, used as both a lap line guide for 2-ply applications and to ease cutting the membrane in half to make two 18-inch strips, can also be used as a guideline for locating the RIPCORD. To find the RIPCORD, create a notch in the release liner by tearing, at mid-center, the paper on the backside of the membrane. Pull back the release liner and extract the RIPCORD, or refer to the printed details located on the front side of the membrane itself. When working on a roof, safety comes first. Always wear the proper safety equipment: hard hat, work boots, safety gloves, and fall protection systems that meet or exceed OSHA and ANSI specifications. The basic procedure for installing Grace Ice and Water Shield is often referred to as the back roll method. Experienced applicators have told us that the back roll method is typically the fastest and easiest way to install Grace Ice and Water Shield. Once you familiarize yourself with this method, you will see just how easy the product can be installed, even by a one-man applicator crew. Starting with a roll, unroll a 10 to 15 foot, 3 to 5 meter piece of membrane, leaving the release liner in place. Align the membrane and roll in the intended direction of the membrane application. Carefully cut the release liner on top of the roll in the cross direction, being careful not to cut the membrane. Peel back around 6 inches of the release liner, exposing the black adhesive. Hold the release liner with one hand and pull the roll along the deck with the release liner leaving the applied membrane behind. Press the membrane in place with heavy hand pressure, smoothing the membrane toward the outer edge. When finished with the roll, go back and remove the remaining release liner and smooth to the edge. If you accidentally cut or puncture the Grace Ice and Water Shield during the installation, just cut a patch of the membrane approximately double the size of the area. Cut 6 inches minimum. Apply the patch over the cut area and press in place. Grace Ice and Water Shield will create a permanent watertight seal. When applying Grace Ice and Water Shield in a valley, roll out the membrane. Cut the required length using the measurement marks. Locate the ripcord by tearing back the release liner paper. Notch the roll at mid-center. Position the membrane at the startup area, aligning its center in the valley. Pull the ripcord while working toward the highest roof point. Tack the membrane. Remove one side of the release paper by pulling at a comfortable angle. Repeat on the other side. Smooth the membrane from the center of the valley outward to the edge. According to Darren Wolf of Beth Roofing in Massachusetts, splitting the release paper with ripcord has made our job easier and more productive. The membrane settles neatly and squarely into the valley, eliminating the need for chalk lines. The paper is then simply pulled out from under each side. Grace Ice and Water Shield is the self-adhered underlayment preferred by professional applicators. The recent addition of RIPCORD and Foldless paper make the application faster and easier than ever, resulting in increased contractor profits. Take advantage of all the value that is due to you. Roof it right. Insist on Grace Ice and Water Shield.